What's up, car guys and car girls? Steve here from 716 Car Guys. We got a beautiful fall day, so I figured I'd do another junkyard video. I love junkyards. You never know what you're going to see when you come to these. So we're going to take a look at all the interesting stuff and some of the cool old stuff they got here. I don't know why the fuck this is in here. Newer Jag. This is crazy. This is right up by the front offices, so I'm not going to dig in it or do anything silly. But wow, this is a good looking car to be in here. Maybe I will just open it up just to see. Oh, she locked. That's crazy though. Alright guys, got ourselves like a 70s Grand Prix. It doesn't look like anything's too savable on it. Maybe the dash, that wood grain trim piece. But the seats are shot, everything's shot. Those back windows might be savable if you can get them out. No motor in it. I love me my Pontiacs, but what I love more than Pontiacs is a good old-fashioned woody wagon, and this thing's wild. This is cool, man. I got a sweet spot for these 70s woody wagons. I love all woody wagons. Looks like that might be a big block in there. Can't tell. This thing's neat. But this had the cool clamshell window and tailgate on it. WKBW Radio 15 Woody wagon. Nothing really looks salvageable on it. It's just cool looking though. Oh, that door won't even open. Interior looks completely roached. Yeah, there's nothing savable on this thing, unfortunately. Can't even get the doors open. This is shot. This has been sitting for a while. The last inspection sticker on it was from 1980. What a shame. Front clip is good on this Pontiac. Might be able to salvage that. 1970s Monte Carlo. Very cool. Deck lid on this thing don't look bad. Let's take a look at the back of the wagon. But there's other cool seats on the back that folded up. You can sit and face the other way. Well, maybe not, but you can face the other way. You can face traffic. It's had a nice set of Kraggers on it. Oh, they got Bobby Boucher's riding here. Damn. Got ourselves a couple C4s over here. Convertible. Looks like somebody tried some body work. These are another car I always disliked my whole life. Maybe because I'm getting older, it's starting to grow on me. This would be a nice summer driver. Put 1,000,000 miles on them, not feel bad. All you Jeep guys, we got some Jeeps. It's a Jeep thing you wouldn't understand. Got a bunch of these older ones in here. Pontiac Aztec. These didn't do so good for Pontiac from what I remember. I don't think they sold pretty good. But you know, they were kind of ahead of their time. They were like a crossover type vehicle, like an SUV. And now look at all of them on the road, so. But you know, now these are getting kind of expensive and kind of cool. You know? It's weird how that works out, but. And Mr. White drove one, so. I think it's cool when you go inside these vehicles, you find like the old keychains from the dealerships that have closed down, the old manuals and stuff. Pretty neat. The interior is nice in this Aztec too. Look at that. Early 2000s, baby. That's beautiful. Got an old Bronco here. This thing's pretty shot. Not a straight panel on it. Somebody enjoyed this. Them seats though. Oh, that's a seat cover. Okay. Yeah, this thing's shot. Maybe that window's salvageable. And then down here, we got an old Ram Charger and another Bronco. Got that fly looking UPS color tone going. Another Bronco. Back windows are good. You never see these square bodies, these old, I forgot exactly what you call these. Never see these anymore in Buffalo, guys. All rotted out, all of them ended up like this. And now you watch the Bear Jackson auctions and all that, and these go for some good buck. And now with them bringing back the Bronco, I bet there's gonna be a resurgence for sure. Now, as some of you YouTubers know, I am a Buick guy through and through. I mean, I'm a GM fanboy for sure, but I specialize in Buicks. That's the stuff me and my dad are into. This is crazy. These two old Rivieras. This is a 1970, the one I'm looking at, and the one over there is like a 68, 69. I love these cars. Like, I love these cars. Sad to see these in here, but it happens. Nothing salvageable off them. The interiors are pretty cool. That dash might be savable, the gauge cluster. Seats are roached out. Still have the original Buick mats from the factory in there. Seats are shot. That's a cool piece though, that speaker cover. Oh. This would have had a 455 in it, still has it. And then this one, I believe, would have had a 430 in it. Someone started to tear it down. Seats in this one don't look too bad. Dash is missing a couple pieces. The emblems are still there. Look at this guy. Still has the Sonomatic Buick radio in it. Very cool. Oh, hey. One fuzzy dice. Got ourselves an 80s Riv. I'm not a super big fan of these guys. I know there's a huge following for them. But to me, they're just glorified caddies. Got a Turgen, Trans Am, an old Beamer. Never see these running around. This thing's pretty trashed. Oh yeah. I don't think the seats go that way. But then again, these Beamers are wacky. Not much left of it. But this 69 Skylark. Looks like someone jumped on the roof. I love vinyl tops. It's a love-hate thing for a lot of car guys. I love them. This thing's toasted. It's got a small block Chevy in it, a set of headers. So at one point, this was somebody's toy, man. Go out on Saturday nights, have a little fun. Then you got another Rivy down here. On the 68 Riviera. Still has the 430 in it. It's got a Holly on it. Look at that. It's pretty cool looking. Come inside. Still got that gorgeous center console. I think they called those 8 shifters. It's got a little tack in there. Yeah, hell yeah, man. This is neat. Again, it sucks to see these in here. I love these cars. But you know what? If they help keep a couple other ones on the road, I guess that's okay. Quarters are done. Got like an old Maverick next to it. An old Maverick. This junkyard's got a lot of cool stuff, guys. This is Skyway on Tiff Street in Buffalo. Very cool yard. Then we got a custom Fairlane next to it. Mar. Man, I bet this thing went to cruise nights and car shows back in the day. Look at that custom pearl white plastic carpet thing. I don't know. I think you put those on mattresses for bedwetters, but this guy put it in his interior. That's cool. Yeah, this thing's toasted though. Got an 85 Monte Carlo SS. The tail lights and tail light extensions are still good. They're still savable, but pretty much for the rest of the car, the deck lid's pretty solid actually too on this. And these go pretty quick on these old Montes. A little crusty, lock's kind of a mess, but this car's been in here for a while. And as you can see, I don't know what they did to it, but it's definitely helped keep a couple other Montes on the road. I actually think I got some interior pieces off this thing in mine. Now, you can't really see it too well, but that is a 65 Pontiac Grand Prix. Now, I'm a Buick guy, but dude, I love my Pontiacs. Motor looks pretty intact. I mean, it looks like a disaster on the inside. You can see right through to the other side of it. Got a 78 T-Bird. Another car that, you know, 10 years ago when I was younger, I wouldn't have cared about. Does nothing for me. Now I'm getting older. I wouldn't mind bombing this thing back and forth to work. But it went down the road pretty nice. Seats look good. Oh yeah. Got that old car musty smell. There's still some savable stuff on this, guys. These seats are mint. Beautiful color blue. Almost looks like an ultramarine blue. Next to it is a late 70s Lincoln. There's really not much left of that. And then we got a 64 four-door Grand Prix next to it. This yard is just filled with cool stuff. I wish these cars could talk. They all got stories. Going to weddings, funerals, taking kids, taking them to school. Got some 90s T-Birds. Another thing in Buffalo you don't see running around too much. And if they are, they're not in too good a shape. Got a four-door Fairlane. Someone took the doors off of it. Yeah, there's nothing left of this thing. Some old, oh, I got an El Camino down here, a set of Kragers on it. Small block still in it. I think this is a Mercury Capri. I don't know what the hell this ugly little thing is. All I know is I've never seen one before. Looks like a little Geo. But it's clearly a Mercury. Automatic. Oh! It is a Capri. Hey, the license plates are still on it. They got a little Ford probe next to it. Can't believe they were planning on having these replace the Mustang. What were they thinking? These Fox bodies are going through the roof now, guys. You know what? 5, 6 years ago, you could pick up a rough one, take it out, beat on it, maybe make a little money with it, but now these are starting to get untouchable. This car's got a lot of good stuff left on it. That back spoiler, some lights. It is an automatic. Probably a 6-cylinder car. We'll take a look. Yeah, just a little 6-cylinder under the hood. That's what I expected, but got that iconic 1990s turquoise color. I don't know what you'd call that. Ford boys, comment below. Got another Fox body convertible. Really nothing left of it. So it's got a good 8.8 rear end in it. I bet that's the only good thing left in it. Oof. Another Fox body. We got the Vanilla Ice edition though. This is a convertible. This has the custom garden in it you could order from Ford. That's pretty neat. You never saw people with those. I'm sorry I had to do this to you, Ray. I hated this car, and then I met the dude that owned it, and he turned out to be actually a pretty cool guy. And unfortunately, this car had some frame issues. He had to scrap it and start a project all over again. Most hated Miata. If you want to check this guy out, you dig the Miatas, you dig drifting. He's a Buffalo YouTuber. Most hated garage. We got the Nissan row right here. I actually don't mind some Nissans, like the 300ZXs and 240s. This thing I do mind though. That's not that good looking. I think this is a 240 right here. But some of these Altimas are pretty quick when they get the 3.5 in them and they're a stick. They make incredible crash-orama cars. Enduro race cars. Guys, this is a unicorn to find here. A 300ZX. Oh my God, look at the size of that thing. That's a praying mantis. Ugh, this is his, he can have it. You know, surprisingly, this thing does still have the T-tops, maybe because the praying mantis is guarding him for a friend, but the door is gone. These are one of those cars, when they come into a junkyard, they get torn to shit. Everything on them was very expensive. Makes sense. Yeah, they're not in the best shape. But if you don't have a set or you're missing one, it'd be cool, man. I don't want no problems, I just want some front end shots. Ugh. That centerpiece is still good, the headlights are still good. Wow, now this is something you don't see in junkyards a lot. One good tail light left, but folks, we're looking at an old Supra. That's crazy that's in here. Now, I'm not much for foreign cars, but you know, I have my sweet spot for the ones I like. This is one of them. Oh yeah, nothing left. These are highly sought after now. These are starting to get more and more popular. Probably because the 90s ones have just become untouchable to like average guys. That's neat though. (1980) T-Bird. These cars never really seem to took off. I always liked them though. You can probably build a cheap drag car out of it. Tow a boat with it. Looks like the Cadillac from Pineapple Express. Jesus, someone really wanted to get under this thing. Nice custom grill in there. Growing up in the early 2000s, me and my buddies really liked these cars. These supercharged 3800, Monte Carlo SSs, GTPs. They were just neat cars. They were quick, they held your own. And for high school kids, man, these cars felt like animals to us. Let's take a look. Oh, hell yeah, brother. LT1. Now, everyone shits on the LT1s, but man, these are great motors. You can take, these things take a pounding. I would love to find a cheap stick one of these, make it a drift car out of it. Yeah, this thing's had it though. Spoiler's good on the back. Almost fell over, but these are cool. A newer Riviera 95. Some of these were supercharged. Got real big, comfy, really cool interior. Oh, this one doesn't, but they did have really cool interiors in them. Take a look at the back. Well, there you go, folks. It was supercharged. These were neat. These were a little bit more artsy, a little bit more cooler than your Grand Prix or Monte Carlos. That's why I liked them. It was a Buick. Old Tornado. This is just like that Riviera I showed you earlier from the 80s. Oh my goodness, this interior though. That's a good looking interior. Look at this dashboard and everything, man. It smells good in here. Look at this. Wow. Some guy's going nuts right now somewhere looking for interior pieces for this. And this is sitting right here. Every junkyard has like an abundance of these. They made too many of these things. I love all aspects of cars. That's why I started this channel, guys. I love drifting. I love racing. I love burnouts. I love donuts. I love all of it. And I even love junkyards. It's like a car show, just shittier. You know? You never know what you're going to see in these. Got an old body up there. That's cool. Smart car. Guess you're not so smart after all. Got ourselves a New Edge Mustang GT. Doesn't look like it's in terrible shape. It is automatic. That is terrible. These are one of those cars, guys, I'd really want as a stick. Makes the fun factor so much better. It was a good run. I died without a check engine light. Don't ask me why, but I like these little Beamers. Strictly business. Got ourselves an old Jaguar. Let's see what year it is, a 1995. It is locked. And I stepped in a huge puddle. And I'm aggravated, so we're not going to look at this anymore. Fearless. America. Yep. Knew this was going to be in here. Volvo. 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 This is pretty new to be in here. A 2006 Beamer. Pretty wild. Take a look inside. I do like BMWs, but it seems like if you own them after warranty, you're kind of asking for trouble. They're very advanced, very over-engineered cars, but I do like them though. Got ourselves an older Audi S4. Some of these Audis are quick, man. If you watch my videos, there's a little blue one. He upsets a lot of people. But these kind of fall into the Beamer category. They're just very temperamental and expensive vehicles when things do go wrong. Sierra's got a lot of old Jags in it. Pretty neat. I like these. They're just temperamental. They're kind of slugs. They're cool cruisers. This thing's cool. This would be a cool LS swap vehicle. Something I haven't seen in a really long time is this Tempo. I mean, these cars are awful, but now they're getting kind of cool because I don't see these anymore. Never see these in Buffalo driving around. Terrible 90s economy car, but when you don't see something for a while, you kind of miss it, I guess. Got ourselves a G-body, Buick Regal. Just a regular Buick Regal, not a T-type or anything special. Ugh, nothing really good in it. Yeah, nothing really left. Next to it, we got a Park Ave 2-door. Or a Sabre. We get a little Sabre. These are cool. I want to get one of these and put a big block in it, like a 455 in it. That'd be cool. Make a little sleep out of it. You know, I was just talking about terrible cars you haven't seen in a while, like that Tempo. But check out this thing. Cavalier Cadet. Look kind of solid, actually. Torque converter. Someone needed a steering wheel out of a Cavalier Cadet, apparently. The old Gatorade jug. Oh yeah. This was sitting for a while. Believe it or not, this is an H3. There's really nothing left of it besides that emblem. These are like glorified Trailblazers anyways, I think. Neat looking, but I actually used to work for this company back in the day. I drove this work truck. Terrible. These trucks were terrible to begin with anyways. I don't care what company I'm in.